What if I told you that the secret to a six-figure income wasn't locked away in a Wall Street trading account or a Silicon Valley startup? What if I told you it was sitting right behind your local shopping mall, waiting in the dark, completely ignored by everyone else? Most people walk past it every single day, wrinkling their noses. They see trash, but for a select few, it's not just garbage. It's a gold mine. This is the story of Alex and how he turned the things we throw away into a fortune. Meet Alex. When we begin our story, he's not a business mogul or a financial prodigy. He's a regular teenager, navigating high school, homework, and a serious lack of funds. Like many teens, he had a goal. It wasn't to buy a car or save for college, not at first. It was simpler. He wanted the latest gaming console, a machine that felt impossibly expensive on his meager allowance. One evening, walking home, he cut through the back alley of a popular electronics store. He saw the large green dumpster, overflowing with cardboard boxes and black plastic bags. Out of pure curiosity, born from a mix of boredom and desperation, he took a peek. He expected rotting food and crumpled paper. What he found instead, sitting right on top, was a slightly dented box. The packaging was torn, but through the plastic window, he could see it. A brand new, high-end Gammon headset. It looked perfect. His heart pounded. He looked around, grabbed the box, and hurried home. That night, he plugged it in. It worked flawlessly. A quick search online revealed it retailed for over $200. His mind reeled. Why would anyone throw this away? He realized the torn box was the culprit. For a massive retail chain, an item with damaged packaging was unsellable. It was easier and cheaper to simply write it off as a loss and toss it than to process it, repackage it, or send it back. A light bulb didn't just go on in Alex's head. It was a blinding floodlight. It wasn't just garbage. It was a hidden trove, a river of discarded value flowing out the back door of every store in the city, and he had just found the source. He started small. It began as a weekend hobby. He'd visit the dumpsters of a few local stores. He found designer jeans with a tiny fixable snag. He found a coffee machine that was a customer return with a note saying "doesn't work," but it was simply missing a small, easily replaceable filter. He found sealed boxes of expensive makeup, discarded because they were last season's color palette. This wasn't a joke. He was cleaning out these dumpsters like a boss, methodically sorting and salvaging. Then he'd take his haul home, clean it, test it, and photograph it. He started an online seller account and began to flip everything for profit. The gaming headset sold in a day. The jeans, after a quick stitch, sold in 2. The coffee machine, with a new $5 filter, sold for 80% of its retail price. So why does this work? It's a flaw in the system of mass consumerism. Stores toss brand new, perfectly good items for dozens of reasons. Damaged packaging is the most common. But there are also customer returns that are never checked, overstock of seasonal items, and floor models that are replaced by newer versions. We're talking designer clothes, high-tech gadgets, furniture, books, even sealed toys. To these corporations, it's just a rounding error in their inventory. To Alex, it was everything. He wasn't alone in this discovery. One veteran diver in the community famously documented a single haul from behind a beauty supply store that netted over $100,000 in high-end, untouched products. $100,000 in one night from one dumpster. Alex knew he could scale this. He needed a system, a secret sauce, and he developed one that was ruthlessly efficient. First was the patrol. He didn't just wander aimlessly. He created a map of the top store chains in his area: electronic stores, luxury department stores, home goods outlets. He learned their schedules. He knew that the best time to check was right after a restock day, usually a Tuesday or Wednesday morning. This was when they cleared out the old to make room for the new. It was a game of timing and intelligence. Second was the sift. He learned to be selective. This wasn't about grabbing everything. He would wear gloves and use a grabber tool, sifting for the good stuff. He looked for untouched, sealed goods. He became an expert at spotting factory tape versus resealed tape. He ignored anything truly messy or broken, focusing only on the pristine items that had been discarded out of pure corporate convenience. Third was the flip. This was his genius. He would list the items online on platforms like eBay and Facebook Marketplace. His strategy was simple: price everything at a slight but irresistible discount below retail. A brand new item for 20% off, it was an instant sale. The money started coming in, not in drips, but in a steady stream. Money in minutes from things others had deemed worthless. What started as a hobby to fund a gaming console transformed into a serious side hustle. Alex was earning hundreds of dollars every single week. His garage started to look less like a garage and more like a distribution center for a small retail business. He wasn't just a kid anymore. He was an entrepreneur. Eventually, over a couple of years of dedicated work, his total earnings scaled to 6 figures. That incredible $300,000 figure wasn't from a single lucky break. It was the sum total of his hustle, his system, and his unique perspective. And think that's wild? It's happening everywhere. A diver in Florida reported saving $50,000 in just 2 years using the exact same method, allowing him to pay off all his debt and build a substantial emergency fund. This isn't a story about trash, it's a story about opportunity. It's about understanding the hidden economies that exist all around us, in plain sight. Most people pass it by, conditioned to see waste and nothing more. But Alex saw potential. He looked at a discarded box and didn't see refuse. He saw revenue. He saw a broken system and found a way to benefit from its inefficiency. He turned waste into wealth. It was all legal, as once trash is placed on a public curb for disposal, it's generally considered abandoned property in many jurisdictions. It was all ethical. He was saving perfectly good items from a landfill, and it was all savvy hustle. He became a modern-day treasure hunter. The back alleys of the city were his treasure map. The glow of his flashlight was the X that marked the spot. And the rule he lived by was simple yet profound. See value where others see trash. So, the next time you walk past a dumpster, take a second. Look closer. What do you see? Would you go trash hunting for treasure? It's a question that challenges our perception of value, waste, and wealth itself. What do you think about this unconventional path to financial success? Is it a brilliant life hack or just too messy to consider? Let us know your honest opinion in the comments below. And if you want more incredible facts about money and the surprising ways people build wealth, be sure to subscribe to Facts About Money 101 and hit that notification bell. You never know where the next gold mine is hiding.